Good evening. The eagle likes to fly high above the world, not to look down on people, but to encourage them to look up. Welcome to BMC News Live, presented by Al Hilal Hospitals and Medical Centers English News. Myself, Shana Sultana, joining you with the daily news updates. Today's headlines.
New warships. His Majesty King Hamad inducts 5 high-tech ships into Bahrain's navy. Bahrain set to host Global Conference of Legislators. Sharjah Airport wins Best Airport Award. Australia's biggest state braces for damaging surf and wind.
Today's news in detail. His Majesty King Hamad has inducted 5 high-tech new warships into Bahrain's naval fleet. The king, who is Supreme Commander, inducted Al Ghayriya, Shakir, Al Farouk, Janan and Tamsa ships at a ceremony during a visit to the Royal Bahrain Naval Force RBNF yesterday. Bahrain's moon sighting panel will meet tomorrow to receive testimonies regarding the advent of Ramadan. The Supreme Council for Islamic Affairs said the panel will convene at its meeting hall. 2,000 legislators from around the world, including 50 speakers, are set to converge on Bahrain next March when the country hosts the 146th Assembly of the Inter-Parliamentary Union (IPU). The gathering, taking place in Bahrain for the first time ever, is set to be held at the new Bahrain International Exhibition and Convention Center in Shakir, currently under construction. Al Hilal Hospitals and Medical Centers, Bahrain's COVID update.
COVID updates brought to you by Al Hilal Hospital and Medical Centers.
The Shura Council will hold an extraordinary session today to discuss the new amendments to the pension law approved by Parliament on Tuesday. The Civil Service Bureau (CSB) issued instructions on working hours during Ramadan based on the directives of His Royal Highness Prince Salman bin Hamad Al Khalifa, the Crown Prince and Prime Minister. The official working hours will be from 8 a.m. to 2 p.m. for employees working according to the regular working hours, reducing the weekly working hours to 30 per week. Now we shall go for short commercial break.
The 16th branch of Megamart and Macromart supermarkets in Bahrain has opened in Sahala. The best offers are available to the customers at affordable rates. Everyone is welcome. During and around the opening day, a variety of fish including salmon, meat and dairy products, roastery, frozen items, food and non-food items, groceries, fruits and vegetables, electronics, garments and ready-to-eat food items are available to the customers at affordable rates. Hearty welcome to all. Megamart and Macromart, your favorite shopping destination.
Welcome back. KIMS Health Hospital, a leading provider of healthcare services, has organized an exclusive press tour for Bahrain journalists.
The event was held at KIMS Health Hospital, Al Hassan, Bahrain. KIMS Group GCC Head of Marketing, Paridosh P, welcomed everyone to the event, which was attended by prominent Bahrain media personalities. Ahmad Jawahiri, Chairman of KIMS Medical Center and President of Royal Bahrain Hospital, provided detailed information on the activities of the Royal Bahrain and KIMS Hospital groups in the GCC countries and India, including Bahrain. KIMS Health Group Executive Officer Sharif M. Shahadullah spoke about the new initiatives of the KIMS Health Hospital network and the advanced latest technologies introduced in the various branches. He also responded to BMC News about the services of the 6 branches in Bahrain.
Welcome to our new KIMS Health Hospital facility here in Al Hassan. It's opened as a secondary and tertiary care, affordable care hospital here in the kingdom. And along with our 6 other units here in Bahrain. We hope to provide better services for the community. In addition to affordable care, we will be increasing our specialized care to the community. We hope to open next month a new dialysis center and a chemo infusion center. And in addition to that, have an interventional cardiac, an interventional radiology suite here at this hospital, providing advanced interventional services. And in the next few months, we'll be starting a new project here adjacent to this hospital, which is our rehabilitation hospital in partnership with a French company, Orpea. And we look to provide post-acute care here in the Kingdom of Bahrain for those patients who have had strokes or cardiac issues that require longer hospitalizations, even though they may be ready to be discharged from the hospital itself. This is a gap in the spectrum of healthcare delivery, and our goal is to provide primary, secondary, tertiary, quaternary, post-acute, as well as home care to the citizens and residents of Bahrain.
Jacob Thomas, Executive Director, KIMS Health Group, and Tariq Ian, Chief Operating Officer, KIMS Health Hospital, later on spoke to the journalists the exemplary services provided during COVID-19 as well as various state-of-the-art technologies in the hospital. The event was also attended by KIMS Health Director Ali Jabaheri and other members of the KIMS family, including KIMS Senior Marketing Assistant Anusha. Privilege cards offering the best multiple benefits were also distributed to the journalists who attended the event. The event also saw the launch of the SEHA card, which offers a wide range of benefits to Bahraini pensioners over the age of 60 and senior citizens in other categories over the age of 70.
Saudi Arabia has enabled the holders of all types of visas to book appointments to perform Umrah before entering the kingdom through Itmarna application, the Ministry of Hajj and Umrah announced. Those wishing to perform Umrah must issue a visa to enter the kingdom, the ministry said, stressing the importance of ensuring its validity period when registering and booking in the Itmarna app. The ministry said that the permit would be automatically cancelled in 2 cases if the person has been infected with COVID-19 or have been in contact with an infected person, and if the visa holder does not enter Saudi Arabia 6 hours before the date he is booked to perform Umrah. Those wishing to perform Umrah must sign into the app, then must select the visitor button and enter the main data such as visa, passport number, email, nationality and mobile number. The app will check if they hold a valid visa to enter the kingdom, as the beneficiary will receive the verification code on his registered email in the app. After entering the code, the individual can choose the permit he wants to issue in addition to the ability to choose the appropriate time and date. The National Center for Meteorology NCM has revealed the expected weather during the holy month of Ramadan in Saudi Arabia would be varied. The NCM said that the average temperature in all parts of the kingdom will be higher than the usual rate, noting that this includes Mecca and Medina, as well as it will reach its maximum in the eastern and the Riyadh regions. It is expected that the western region will be affected by a warm and humid air mass with the extension of the Red Sea thermal depression from the southwest. This is due to the beginning of the Arabian Peninsula thermal depression effect during April in the eastern and southeast parts. Temperature in the Arabian Gulf, the Red Sea and the Gulf of Aden will be around the average, while they will be higher than the average of the Arabian Sea. Sharjah Airport won the Best Airport in the Middle East award in the 5th to 15 million passenger per year category and the Voice of the Customers accreditation given by the Airports Council International ACI. It bagged the accolade at ACI World's Airport Services Quality ASQ Awards 2021, an event sponsored by Amadeus, a leading global travel technology company. The accreditation, on the other hand, was awarded for Sharjah's airport's initiatives last year to prioritize the needs and listen to the voices of its customers during the pandemic. Oman has announced a new set of restrictions for congregational prayers and communal meals during Ramadan. Mass gatherings for iftar and suhoor meals will again be prohibited, including the free charity iftar same gatherings, which are usually held in public for those who in need. Charity teams and private establishments concerned, including civil society institutions, may distribute the meals to target beneficiaries, but without organizing gatherings. Solar and wind power can grow enough to limit the global warming to 1.5 Celsius if the 10-year average compound growth rate of 20% can be maintained to 2030. Solar generation rose 23% globally in 2021, while wind supply gained 14% over the same period. Together, both renewable sources accounted for 10.3% of total global electricity generation, up to 1% from 2020. The main issue currently slowing the growth rate is on the ground constraints like permitting, and if governments want to supercharge growth, they need to solve problems slowing deployment. China has completed the main search and rescue work at the site of a China Eastern Airlines plane crash last week, and plans to complete a preliminary report within 30 days of the event, an aviation official said on Thursday. A final report into the crash of a Boeing 737-800 will be completed and made public after the investigation is concluded, Civil Aviation Administration of China CAAC safety head Zhu Tou told reporters. The plane crashed into a mountainside in southern China on March 2021, that is 21, killing all 132 people on board. Under international rules, a 30-day report must be lodged with the UN Aviation Agency ICAO, but it does not need to be public. A final report is due within a year of a crash, though sometimes it can take longer. Zhu said authorities have done preliminary analysis of the crash, such as predicting the possible tragedy, position and impact force of the airplane when it hit the ground, and reading data from air traffic control radar systems. CAAC investigators are also working to decode the data from both the black boxes, he added. Investigators from the US National Transportation Safety Board are set to travel to China to support the CAAC's investigation into mainland China's deadliest aviation disaster in 28 years. Over 40,000 pieces of aircraft, wreckage and debris have been found, and a majority of the pig. The entire coast of Australia's most popular state was told to brace for high waves and powerful winds on Thursday as a low-pressure system that left entire towns flooded moved offshore. The change brought a reprieve for large swathes of northern New South Wales flooded this week for the second time in a month, but it also spreads the risk across some 2,000 kilometers, which is 1,200 miles of coastline, including the country's biggest city, Sydney. There were still 20 evacuations ordered, affecting some 30,000 people, but the deluge had eased, Bureau of Meteorology senior forecaster Dean Naram told. The Williams River, which runs through regional center Lismore and was one of the worst affected by flooding, had peaked at 11.4 meters, less than the 12 meters predicted by the authorities. We are transitioning into a wind and damaging surf threat, he told reporters. The main concerns will be abnormally high tides, coastal erosion, and inundation of low-lying areas, particularly for properties right on the beach. 2 years often after the worst bushfires in a generation, Australia's densely populated east coast has been grappling with record floods as a protracted La Nina weather pattern brings abnormally high rainfall and wind, causing rivers to overflow and leaving thousands of homes uninhabitable. For the first time in decades, the popular tourist hub of Byron Bay, 7,750 kilometers, which is 465 miles north of Sydney, had its main street underwater for the first time. Sydney itself has clocked with its wettest March and sixth wettest month overall since records began in 1859. Weather experts say so far 2 people have been confirmed as having died in the current weather pattern, while police say they are searching for the third person, a woman believed to be missing in floodwaters at Whistler. We are now regrouping as we look towards the recovery efforts with the water starting to recede, New South Wales Emergency Services Minister Steve Cook told reporters. This weather system will now make its way down the east coast and we will see other communities impacted. With this, we come to the end of today's news. Stay tuned for daily news updates in BMC News Live English at 7:30 p.m. Thank you so much for watching. Signing off by Shana Sultana. Good night.